Welcome to the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week session. I'm James Nave.
I'm Allegra Houston.
Every Saturday, we gather for an hour and 15 minutes on a Zoom call. And within that hour and 15 minutes, we generate a piece of writing, and we only do it in 10 minutes. And the rest of the time, we build up to the 10-minute timed writing, and then we reflect on it afterwards. So we're going to do a version of that for you right now.
That 10-minute timer is a very important part of the Imaginative Storm method, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as the video progresses. So for now, we will invite you to do exactly what the people on our Zoom call this morning did. So the first thing is we will share with you a prompt, an image, and put it up on the screen for 2 minutes. We'll time you. And as you're looking at it, write down a list of words, whatever words pop into your mind on a piece of paper. And write by hand. Writing by hand is also another important part of our method. So demo, we encourage you to do
sloppy.
that. Yeah. Sloppy is good. Mess is currency, not a liability. Another principle of our method. Anyway, as you look at this image, generate a list of words. They don't have to have anything to do with the image. They don't have to have anything to do with one another. They're not joined up writing, just a list. And here is the image now.
So now you have your personal list, just like everybody has on Saturday morning. And after everyone generates the personal list, we go around the Zoom room and ask each participant to contribute a word or a phrase to create a community list. And so what we would like to do now is to offer you the community list that we collected this morning on the Zoom call so that you will have that along with your personal list. So Allegra is going to read those words to you now. So sit back and let them wash over you.
Here we go. Seville, no frills, above the bombs, painfully delicate, sorrowful mask, parted in the middle, nemesis, shadow, collarbone, just browsing, look away, one world to another, dimly laced, firm, hiding in plain sight, unfocused. The eyes of my soul are open now. Peekaboo, clear, solemn eyes. Enter here. Supple wall, spectral sight. Surrendered presence yet hidden. Seeing through membrane, a strong bridge, masking to see. This woman's gaze, yesterday, once the future. Dark backlit shadows, secretive, blocked, artistic mystery experiment, behind my veil, see-through lace, kind or cruel.
So that's the list we collected this morning.
And we'll put it up again during the 10-minute writing time. So if you didn't write those words down, don't worry, you haven't missed them.
No worries, right?
No worries.
So what we would like for you to do now is get ready to generate 10-minute piece of writing. It doesn't exist right now. It will exist at the end of the 10 minutes. So the way it works on Saturday, some people will just look at the list, both lists, and take one phrase and build out from there. Other people will try to use as many of the words and phrases as possible. Occasionally, somebody just gets really easy and they breathe and take it easy and just generate a few haikus. So there's a big range that you have in this 10 minutes. It's yours to do with whatever you please. Just let your imagination guide you. Let it be messy. Don't worry about getting it right. It's probably going to sound a bit, it's going to meander, and let it meander like a stream running over the land.
So your 10 minutes starts now.
So now you've generated something that didn't exist before. So before we go on, what we would like to do is ask you to do what we do on the Saturday call. On the Saturday call, everybody goes into a Zoom room and they have an opportunity to read their work aloud. Since you're doing this solo, we want to ask you to just put us on pause and read your work aloud. Allow your voice to go out in the room. And if you happen to have somebody there in the room with you, invite them to listen to this new work that you've just generated.
The great thing about reading your work aloud is you start to become acquainted with your voice, your speaking voice and your writing voice. It is one of the strongest tools in your arsenal to retrain your inner critic into your inner coach. And it also is because it's very good at helping you recognize what you like in your writing rather than what you don't like. When you read it silently on the page, you tend to focus on what you don't like. But when you read it aloud, you get a nice little dopamine hit when you read out a combination of words that pleases you. So put us on pause now and read what you wrote aloud. We hope you enjoyed doing that. And before we go any further, I want to credit the photographer who created that image that you just worked with. His name is Ali Sabouki. He's an Iranian photographer. It's part of a series that he did called Children of Adam. And the woman in the photograph, which is inspired by the painting of the Mona Lisa, the woman is an Afghani woman.
And if you enjoyed what you wrote, if you like what you wrote, you can go to Imaginative Storm and post it on our Circle community. And also there at Imaginative Storm, you'll find a link to our Saturday morning calls. Another thing that we have for you, if you vibe with this approach, this imaginative work from the imaginative storm to the creative form, this is something that's helping you generate material in an easy, free-form sort of way that actually can be turned into something that's still form, more structured, and still free. If you like this, we offer courses on our Imaginative Storm webpage that will allow you to go deeper and deeper into this.
So the course, and there is also a paperback book and a downloadable PDF, is called Write What You Don't Know. And if you're wondering how that's possible, well, visit our website and find out. There's a little video from me explaining it. And then, of course, once you start working further with our method, you will discover the emotional power and creativity that writing what you don't know adds into your work.
And while the Write What You Don't Know course is divided into 10 sections, so you can do all 10 and you can stretch them out over quite a long time, or we also offer each one as a standalone course that takes not that much, about an hour and a half to do total. And when you finish, you will discover that you have more fireworks in your life than you ever imagined you would. Your writing will take on a form that you will be really pleased with, and then maybe you can check out some of the others as well.
So please do visit imaginativestorm.com, join our mailing list, and you'll get the Zoom link for the Saturday call directly into your inbox every Saturday. You'll get our Substack posts and thoughts on writing and a general advice for writers on how to get your work out there and so on. And we hope that you will join us one Saturday. It's free, and we look forward to writing with you.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.